folks at BigFoot Lacrosse. BigFoot Lacrosse has been serving the Oregon and Northwest lacrosse community since 2001. BigFoot Lacrosse, players wanted. Welcome in, folks, tonight. My name is John Stevens. Happy to be here once again to bring you the action here in Eugene, Oregon. Tonight's matchup between PNCLL powers Simon Fraser University and the University of Oregon Ducks. Both teams come in to the game this week ranked in the latest Nike Inside Lacrosse poll, with Oregon holding the number 7 position, Simon Fraser entering the game in the number 22 position this week. Both teams, when you're talking about the PNCLL, these are the two teams that you talk about when it comes to Division I, with Simon Fraser holding a record 8 championships in the Division I, and currently Oregon is the 3-time defending Division I champs in the PNCLL. Just about to get things underway. Quick fight for a loose ball right off the start. The Ducks have a shot at coming up with that first possession. Still loose. Finally retrieved and gobbled up by number 24. Long stick midi Mark Seaton, freshman defenseman for the Ducks. The Ducks will settle into their first offensive set of the night. Number 5, Timber White. Pre-game quick jitters. Errant pass, loose ball scooped up by number 15, Ben Smoot. Smoot redirects to his goalie, Oppenheimer. Big hit at midfield on number 18, Evan Merritt, by number 3 from Simon Fraser. That was Riley Wanzer, the junior LSM, who was a 2011-2012 second team All-PNCLL player for the Clan. Starting off the game with a big hit, which you'll probably see a lot of tonight's action. These two teams stop short of saying they don't like each other. However, they definitely do not like losing to each other. Action starts off with Simon Fraser. Just like the Ducks on their first possession, a little nervous energy to start, throwing that first possession away. Ducks will be bringing the ball in out the end line. Ducks will be moving from your right to your left on your screen, wearing their yellow jerseys and gray shorts. Almost another errant pass. Scooped up by number 2, Austin Ryan. Gets the ball in the reliable hands of number 8, Trey Norris. For the Ducks, hands off to Taylor White. Simon Fraser will be moving from your left to right on your screen, wearing their red jerseys and navy blue shorts. Matt Johnson behind the goal for the Ducks. Directs the ball back up top. Number 18, Evan Merritt. Keep an eye on Merritt tonight. Merritt's a big scorer for the Ducks, had 4 goals in their first victory last week against Western Oregon, and starts it off with a dodge to his right and a good rip from up top. Ball knocked down nicely by goalie number 1, Darren Zwack for the Clan. Number 21 clears the ball over midfield for the Clan. It'll be Travis Hayes, a sophomore midi. Simon Fraser with their second offensive possession. Directs the ball up to the top of the box, where number 24 picks up the action. Brandon Farrell. Got a whistle from the officials. Stoppage of play. Back set, ready to go. It's number 45, Clayton Fenney with the ball, freshman. Fraser with the drive. And another quick errant pass. Again, still a little rusty to get things going this morning, or this evening. Ben Smoot brings the ball up for the Ducks. Picked up by Colton Dow, number 11. Clan's leading scorers. A redirected pass could be trouble. Ducks got lucky on that one as the ball stick was checked on the pass and the redirection to Oppenheimer. Ducks dodge a bullet. That pass wasn't bounced into the open goal. Quick restart off the end line. Simon Fraser tries to take advantage of the quick start, get the ball in front of the crease, unable to connect. You can get the shot off, so they'll settle it down. Start the ball from up top again. Colton Dow, number 11. Keep an eye on him this evening. 3 goals and 1 assist versus Oregon State in a tight game last week. Dow, 117 goals, 88 assists on his career. Potent scorer for the Clan. Number 8 tries behind the cage. Comes GLE on the right side of Oppenheimer, holds his pipe, makes the nice save on a quick shot. Ducks get the ball at X with Merritt. Slow down the clear. He's got Smooth to his left. Tries to make the pass to the open man, unable to connect. Both teams looking real shaky coming out of the box to start. Again, quick start by the Clan. With Dow taking the ball down to the left side. Folks, while we've got a moment, we're going to go to the studio where we've got some information on tonight's game.
We're looking forward to another marquee matchup on LaxxTV. What do you got in this one?
Well, I see this one going in the Clansmen favor. I think their offense is very explosive, and after 2 games, they've posted 31 goals, which is pretty incredible, and I think that trend continues tonight against the Ducks.
Well, I see it differently. I don't really think the Clansmen stand a chance in this one. They haven't played any ranked opponents this year. They played Western Washington and Oregon State, both kind of middle of the road teams, and I just don't see the Clansmen winning this game.
Yeah, I don't really buy into that. They haven't played any ranked opponents yet. You know, Oregon's won victories over Western Oregon, who is a Division II opponent, so you can't really write home about that. And I firmly believe in the Simon Fraser offense taking advantage of a kind of a younger Oregon defense tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Fraser hasn't beat Oregon the past 5 times, so we'll see what happens in this one.
All right, you have a prediction for tonight?
I have Oregon on top 12-9.
And I have Simon Fraser 14-11. Make sure to check us out at halftime. Back to you, John.
All right, Ryan and Casimir, thank you very much. As you could see while we were away with that spot in the screen double shot, there was quite a lot of action down in Simon Fraser's offensive end with a very close-in shot, but a great save by Oppenheimer to keep the score at 0-0. Simon Fraser with the ball, clearing from the end line. Ball with number 7, Tom Newton. Gets past midfield and the check of Matt Johnson. Delivers the ball into the offensive end for the Clan. Simon Fraser with the ball at X, drives to the goalie's right, gets to GLE, up above, has angle, gets the ball up top, whistle from the officials. Got an illegal procedure call on Simon Fraser. Turn over to the Ducks, quick restart. Number 21 drives it in for the Ducks. Ryan O'Rourke with the ball. Gets the ball off to number 22, Benton Sowers. Ball back up top to Jackson Burke. Burke, a freshman, had a goal last week versus Western Oregon. Works up and down the left-hand side of the alley. Back up to Merritt. Merritt likes the right-handed dodge. Defended well by number 3, Riley Wanzer. Burke on the drive, breaks to his left. Back to his right, past the pick. Gets the cutting attackman up from GLE. Great move there by number 20, Matt Johnson. Ducks read the slide, get the open man cutting from behind the cage, and a nice left-handed shot. Beats Darren Zwack for the first goal of the evening for the Ducks. Yeah, we'll take another quick look at that.
Breaks to his left.
Burke drives to his left, rolls back to his right. Johnson able to sneak up, get some angle. Nice left-handed shot. Pretty low angle, but able to get that high to high for the first tally. Back to the action. Simon Fraser wins the face. Quick drive to the goal from number 16. Smooth catches up with him, redirects it back behind. Ball up to Colton Dow. Another whistle, soccer ball on the field, little stoppage of play. A lot of activity in intramural fields here at Oregon. We're in the shadow of legendary Hayward Track and Field Stadium here on the campus of the University of Oregon. Up top to number 24 for Simon Fraser, Brandon Farrell once again. Dishes off to number 45, who drives down the left-hand side. Turns back, ball up top once again, where Andrew Brantig will take a run, freshman midfielder. Cranks up the right-handed shot. Nice dodge on the right. Able to just lace one past the right hip of Oppenheimer. Tie the game up at 8:02 left in the first quarter. Nice individual effort there from number 2. And we're We're able to take another look at that goal. You can see he sets up the dodge, breaks to his right, able to get his hands free and one step on the defender. Just a nice outside shot, good placement. Tally one for the Clan. So 8:02 left here in the first quarter. Tie score 1-1. Folks, remember, coming up at halftime, we've got another episode of LaxxTV's Bull Dodge. Make sure you stay tuned during the break for that. Back to the action. Number 3 had a chance to come out that loose ball, but it looks like it's going to be number 9 for the Ducks, Kevin Perceviet, with that loose tally. And he settles things down, gets the offensive set for the Ducks. Both teams changing personnel. Taylor White looking down the right side, going to look to the top again where Evan Merritt has entered from the substitution box. Ball back down to freshman Jake Marcy, who returns the ball to White. Looks like White's going to return to the top, set up a dodge. Breaks to his left. He's got the alley, changes hands, and able to get a close bounce shot in. Not a lot of mustard on that shot, but just enough placement. Get inside goalie Darren Zwack in the close pipe. Nice shot there by number 5, Taylor White.
The goal is good by number 5, penalty
Give you all another
red.
look at that
Number
goal.
3, slash for 1, red. Number 3.
Big check by
slash
number
for
3,
1.
unable to get that trail check. Taylor switches back to his right hand, just gets that stick free long enough to get that bounce shot inside for the second goal of the evening. Norris back out to take the face for the Ducks against number 19 for the Clan. That'd be James Irwin, sophomore forward. Ducks again on offense.
Up top.
Ball behind. Ball's up top right. Another shot from Matt Johnson.
That's it.
Ducks will man up on that possession. Sorry, I missed that one. A man up opportunity for the second goal this evening for Matt Johnson. Seemed to be some confusion on both sides while the Ducks were going, but
It's a releasable penalty. It's all even, all even.
Johnson lines up again in just about the same spot he scored that first goal for his second tally of the evening. Norris back out for the face-off. First team PNCLL Fogo last year.
On the board, I need to know how much time's left in the penalty. I'll try to
Simon
come over.
Fraser comes up clean with this one. That's number 25, Sam Clare. Number 25 is someone you want to keep an eye on this evening for Simon Fraser. Clare was the 2012 PNCLL Freshman of the Year. Scored an astounding 34 goals and 5 assists in his first MCLA season. Simon Fraser decides to take a quick timeout here. 6:39 left to go in the first quarter with the Oregon Ducks leading 3-1. Take a quick break here on LaxxTV. We'll be right back.
Harris makes 2-3 moves, scores! Here come the Ducks. San Jose finds the back of the net. Bryant inside to Yealy. This is going to be a goal for Yealy. Bojano into the middle to cross. Bounce. Score! Sean Beer sends it up top. Left-handed shot by Vasilevsky.
Welcome back to Eugene, folks. Back to the action here between Simon Fraser and the University of Oregon Ducks. Ducks are ahead at the moment 3-1. Matt Johnson scoring 2 of the goals early tonight, with Taylor White getting the 3rd. Simon Fraser coming off this timeout with possession. Starts the ball up top. Excuse me, they're down below with the ball at X. Flips the ball to number 8, looks up top for the quick feed on the cut. Unable to get that pass corralled in, and we got a loose ball fight behind the cage. Referee Fred Zenson stops play. Says looks like someone thought Simon Fraser was in the crease, but they're going to retain possession here, bringing the ball in from the back right. Trying to get through that pick. Somehow I lost the ball in that traffic, but able to scoop it back up was number 16, Eric Ranson. Eric, another big scorer. Keep an eye out for Simon Fraser tonight. But off the loose ball, Mark Seaton able to get a handle on it, then lose it, but Sam Clare able to strip it from Ben Smoot, who then loses it to Colton Dow. A lot of quick action tonight so far. Simon Fraser settled things down with the ball on the top right. Directed down behind GLE. Set up their offense, looking for Eric Ransom, who sets the pick for number 8. Spencer Ward carrying the ball for the Clan. Ward working hard to get open, decides to dump it up top to Sam Clare. Sam with his first touch of the evening. He's going to go up against LSM Mark Seaton. Takes the ball at X, tries to feed inside to Colton Dow. Great handle. I don't know how he caught that one in that traffic, but somehow got the ball on his stick and redirected quickly for the second goal this evening for Simon Fraser, with 5:32 left to go in the first quarter. Up against LSM Mark Seaton. Taking a look at this. Quick feed to the front. Dow's able to corral that pass in and redirect it before Oppenheimer can turn around and locate the ball. It's in the back of the net. Flag down on that particular goal, which is waved off with the goal, so we're starting again at even. Seaton comes up with the fast break off the Fogo, off the face-off. Decides to slow it down, get the ball back to X. Johnson to the right. Working behind the cage against Mark Hilker, excuse me. Back up top to Evan Merritt. Merritt working the ball down the right side to the goalie's left. Moving the ball, inverting back behind the cage from his midfield position. Looks like he's going to take the drive from behind the cage to his right. Turns the corner, takes the quick shot, low angle, unable to turn the corner and get the shot on the cage that time. But the Ducks are able to back up possession and maintain another shot on the cage. Taylor White brings the ball in. Patiently waiting behind the cage. Drives to his right. Just behind goal line extended, decides to stay behind the cage, trying to get past the defensive number 45. Alex Bohl, freshman midfielder. Norris picks up that loose ball, gets the ball to Marcy. Marcy working hard, defensed well, loses the ball. Simon Fraser up quickly with it. Long stick midi number 3 on the run. Gets the ball off into the offensive end for Simon Fraser with a quick shot where Oppenheimer's able to roll that in. Tries to hit Seaton real quick on the quick outlet pass, unable to connect. Ball's loose again at midfield. Looks like Simon Fraser could come up clean with this one. Stay on side. The defenseman taking the ball into the offensive end. Where number 45, Alex Bohl, comes up with it once again. Bohl, who took that last shot on cage, gets the ball off to Colton Dow. Dow directs the ball behind to Spencer Ward. Ward tries again for the drive from X. Met by number 13 from the Ducks, Shane O'Rourke. Back to Dow. Dow got some angle, looks for the quick feed to the crease on the cut, unable to connect. Loose ball out of bounds. Going to turn over to the Ducks. Good hustle there by Oppenheimer. Brings the ball in just ahead of his goal. Simon Fraser lays off the goal. He dumps it up to midfield to Austin Ryan, who steps over. continues to move the ball upfield. Finally gets the ball to a short stick. Number 21 quickly off to Trey Norris. Norris has his man beat. Chance for a possible odd man situation. Gets past another man. Able to get a good bounce shot on the goal, just high. Ducks with possession coming into the goalie's right behind the cage. Jake Marcy with the drive going back behind GLE to the left. Redirects it once again to his right, where he's matched up with number 10, Mark Hilker. Turns the corner, had some angle. Hilker does a good job of staying with that play, though, able to get that trail check and knock the ball away from Marcy before he gets the shot off. Hilker, a second-team all-conference player in 2012. But there's that man again, Matt Johnson, already with the hat trick in the first quarter for the Ducks. Able to corral the ball at X, gets himself up ahead of GLE, turns the corner, has a good look at the goal, and able to put it away. Here with 2:26 left in the first quarter, the Ducks are leading 4-2. Expect a high-scoring game tonight from these two powerhouses. So far, holding true to script. Looks like Sam Clare will be out to take this face-off versus number 19, looks like from here, Dylan Moncrief. Got a legal procedure call on the Ducks. Going to give the ball right away to Simon Fraser. Again, the rules changed this year. Had that happened last year, the Oregon Ducks would have to immediately leave the field, giving a short man-up opportunity to the Clan. However, this year's rule change, simply a possession to the non-offending team. If the other player, if the Ducks rack up a third violation on the faceoff, they will be hit with a 30-second penalty. So up top, Sam Clare, 2012 Rookie of the Year. Breaks down to his left, winds up the left-handed shot, able to get that off, even though defensed well and met by number 24, Mark Seaton. Simon Fraser backs it up with Eric Ransom coming in at X. Gets some angle, met by the slide, able to dump the ball off to Dow, who redirects back up top to number 7, Tom Newton. Sets up dodge from number 29, lets the shot go. Be Marcus Kwan, a freshman midi. Unable to put that shot on the cage. Simon Fraser, though, maintains possession. Has the ball behind, able to get up ahead of the goal and has a nice shot there. That was number 8 again, Spencer Ward, doing quite a bit of work behind the cage, able to get a few feet ahead of GLE and get that shot off. Simon Fraser doing a good job of maintaining possession here. Be the third opportunity on this possession. Clare runs into traffic, tries to backhand it off to number 7, Tom Newton. Tom drives to his left, met by number 9, Kevin Perseviat, defensed well. Back up top to Clare. He's going to drive to his right on this shot. Gets the shot off, but Oppenheimer able to watch that one all the way in, make the easy save. Going back the other direction with the Ducks, Ben Smoot on the far side of the field. Ben crossfield to number 2, Austin Ryan. Ryan looks upfield where his middies are covered. In some traffic, going to have to get past number 3, able to do so. Watch the sideline, just able to stay in bounds, but unable to get a clean pass off, so we're going to fight for it at midfield where Simon Fraser had a chance. Unable to come up with a clean until Colton Dow finally brings it in for the Clan. Back off to number 7, Tom Newton. Tom will touch it in, break to his right. Wait for some offensive personnel to come in, but timeout here for Simon Fraser. Uses their second timeout of the half already here with 13.5 seconds left in the first quarter. Oregon leading 4-2 here on LaxxTV. And we're going to take a quick break.
Second timeout by
with Davenport University Panthers, and you're watching LaxxTV.
Harris makes 2-3 moves, scores! Here come the Ducks. San Jose finds the back of the net. Bryant inside to Yealy. This is going to be a goal for Yealy. Bojano into the middle to cross. Bounce. Scores! Sean Beer sends it up top. Left-handed shot by Vasilevsky.
And welcome back, everyone. You are watching the MCLA on LaxxTV, presented by BigFoot Lacrosse. LaxxTV, where we are changing the way you follow lacrosse. And BigFoot Lacrosse, serving the Oregon and Northwest lacrosse community since 2001. BigFoot Lacrosse, players wanted. Welcome back to Eugene, everyone. My name is John Stevens. Just 13.5 seconds left in the first quarter. Simon Fraser coming off that timeout. Spencer Ward immediately behind the goal with the ball. Looks like they'd set up a play for Ransom to cut through the crease. Unable to connect on that pass. Looks like the Ducks will be able to run out the time. So we're at the end of the first quarter here in Eugene with the Oregon Ducks leading the Simon Fraser clan on MCLA Lacrosse on LaxxTV. Score 4-2. We have a message now from St. Thomas.
Look me in the eye. It's okay if you're scared. So am I. But we're scared for different reasons. I'm scared of what I won't become. And you're scared of what I could become. Look at me. I won't let myself end where I started. I won't let myself finish where I began. I know what is within me, even if you can't see it yet. Look me in the eyes. I have something more important than courage. I have patience. I will become what I know I am.
And welcome back to Eugene, everyone, where you are watching the MCLA action on LaxxTV. My name is John Stevens. With the score 4-2, Oregon Ducks leading Simon Fraser here in the second quarter. While we have a little moment, we can tell you about both the coaches of tonight's game. Coach Brent Hoskins from Simon Fraser, 8 years at the helm of the clan, 85-39 record overall, 67% winning percentage. Been involved with the program at Simon Fraser virtually since its inception as a player and now a coach. And on the Oregon side, we've got first-year head coach Phil Keebler. Phil replaces coach Joe Kerwin, who stepped down last year after a successful second stint with the Ducks. Phil comes to Oregon from Sonoma State, where he was a three-time first-team WCLL player and a three-time MCLA All-American. Just about to get things going again as some last-minute instructions from head referee Fred Zenson. And we're underway in the second quarter. Great face-off by number 25, Sam Clare, able to push the ball ahead to himself, scoop it up cleanly, and get a nice look on the goal right away. However, the Ducks were able to back that up. No. The referees say you didn't make it through the line before the clan. Well, I'm sorry. Looks like he just simply wanted the Ducks to wait for the whistle. Oppenheimer moves the ball up to Smoot. Smoot taking his time, looking for a short stick. He finds Trey Norris at midfield. He's got to get past three defensemen, able to do so easily. Move the ball into the offensive end for Oregon. Just underway in the second. Short pass, going to be trouble for the Ducks. Loose ball at midfield, able to stay on sides, but it looks like number 3, Riley Wands, are going to be able to track that ball down and get possession for Simon Fraser, but unfortunately unable to make a clean pass and turns the ball right back over to Oregon. Let's say a little uncharacteristics for both these teams to be throwing the ball away and dropping it so early. Can probably attribute that to being early season. Nice save there on the sideline. Great effort there by Matt Johnson. Flipped the ball behind him as he was falling out of bounds. Retained possession for the Ducks. Taylor White with the ball. Sets it up top to Evan Merritt. Merritt looks to start the offense up from up top, drives to his right. Gonna wind up a shot. Backed up by Simon Fraser. Was blocked in view on that goal, so I couldn't tell if Darren Zwack got a piece of that or if Merritt missed. Either way, we're going back the other way with Simon Fraser. Midfield, able to get past the Ducks. That is number 21. Looks like he's pushed out of bounds from the whistle. Travis Hayes unable to get past that last Duck. Good ride by Oregon. Kevin Perseviat on the far sideline. Finds Smoot at midfield. Spencer Ward all over Smoot, but able to get the ball up across midfield. He finds short stick Taylor White. He's got an avenue to the goal. Decides to pull it out. Taylor White met by number 34. John Bailey, freshman long stick midi for Simon Fraser. Kevin Perseviat with the ball up top. Switches to his left hand, back to his right. Retreats to get a running start, set up his dodge. Simon Fraser calling the righty. And he does break to his right, dumps it back off to the left. Coming around from GLE was number 22 for the Ducks, who gets a nice shot off. Darren Zwack holds his position nicely, able to take that save right in the chest and redirect the ball upfield for Simon Fraser. Ball back into Zwack's stick, sends it far side again to Hayes. Unable to get that pass in, ball bounces out of bounds. Ducks are getting another shot. Number 21, Ryan O'Rourke, quickly onto the field, bringing the ball in, up to Jackson Burke. Burke surveying the field, decides to go down the right side to number 20, Matt Johnson, back to Burke. Burke backs up for his run. He's going to be met by number 21, Travis Hayes. Met well, turns back, decides to come up top. Number 21 redirects it to the far side. Ryan O'Rourke up top with the ball. Sets up the dodge to his right. To Burke, spins, gets the right-handed shot off just wide to the right side of Darren Zwack. Okay, folks, and before the game we had a chance to sit down with first-year head coach Phil Keebler for the Oregon Ducks. Let's have a listen to what Coach Keebler had to say.
Team's looking good. We're real young. We had a lot of turnover from last year's team, but the guys are great. Everyone's very committed, and we got a real talented team. We have high expectations, so I couldn't be more excited for the season to start. We don't really care too much about the rankings, especially this early in the season when a lot of the teams haven't even played yet. We just try to stay focused on the task at hand and get better each day at practice. We just need to play our game. You know, we need to stick to the game plan, play smart lacrosse, play fundamental lacrosse, and play hard for 4 quarters.
All right, folks, during that segment you might have seen a good left-handed rip from Evan Merritt that missed the cage. Right there's Zwack able to knock that ball down for another save. Get the ball back in the hands of Bailey. Start the ball upfield for Simon Fraser. Excuse me, that was Bane Basket with the ball. Honorable mention PNCLL player in 2012. So Simon Fraser into the offensive end. Spencer Ward has the ball behind the cage as he drives to his right. Shane O'Rourke does a nice job running with the speedy attackman.
There we go, boys.
And the ball's up top to number 24. Brandon Farrell will bring the ball into play. Sets up his dodge, set up for a left-handed alley dodge. Looked like he was going to slow it down and maybe roll back to his right, but decided to try and get that pass off as he was falling down, and the ball rolls out of bounds. Back to the possession of the Ducks, where Oppenheimer will move forward with the clear. Simon Fraser laying off, letting the Ducks get to about midfield before they pick him up. Smoot able to step over easily. And it's not raining tonight, but obviously a little bit of wetness on the field. Seen a couple of players slipping, giving opportunities to the offense to break past them. Jackson Burke with a drive to his right. got past his defenseman, decided to back it off. Ball ends up back in his stick after the return pass from number 22, Benton Sowers. Taylor White chases down that loose ball, unable to scoop it up, slips on the turf, and right out of bounds. Turnover to the Clan. Quickly, number 2 into the game with the whistle blow. It's Andrew Brantig moving the ball across field. And yet again, just unable to bring those passes in. Another turnover. Austin Ryan with the ball on the far side of the field. He's got number 9, Kevin Perseviat, open here by the substitution box. Oppenheimer sees him, tough pass, able to reel that in. Now he's in trouble with 2 defensemen meeting him at midfield and the sideline. Somehow he gets through that traffic. Great job by Kevin, and draws the foul. Number 3, looks like going to get a slash call on Riley Wanzer. So the Ducks with a chance, free chance to take a shot, knowing that they're going to go into the extra man possession if they do not score. Perseviat down to Johnson. Johnson, ball dislodged. Until Simon Fraser gets possession, the flag will stay down on the play on call. Now that we have a stoppage of play. There is a flag down, so for the refs, don't see anyone from Simon Fraser headed to the box as of yet. Here comes the call. Yeah, 30-second technical. Offsides was the call. Number 20, Johnson, with the ball to the goalie's left. Looks the ball up top. Off to Taylor White. Gets the ball back. Ryan O'Rourke with the drive. Gets the ball at GLE. And a goal for the Oregon Ducks. Looks like, again, was that number 20, Matt Johnson? A lot of traffic in front of the box here. Again, wasn't quite able to see who scored that, so see if we can take a look if we have a replay. Otherwise, that's goal number 5 for the Ducks, coming at 8:18 of the second quarter. Here we got the replay. Number 21 drives to his right, draws the slide, and looks like Johnson just filled that open space, steps above GLE, and just tucks it inside that top right corner. Nice goal by the Ducks, and that's number 4 for Matt Johnson. Set up nicely by Ryan O'Rourke. So Simon Fraser back with the ball, number 39 with the drive down the right alley. It's going to be Jordan Lashar with the ball. Spencer Ward behind the cage, drives to his right. GLE, he's got some angle. Looked like he wanted to turn the corner there, dumps it off back up top, where number 9 drives to his right, down to Colton Dow. Dow back to Ransom. Ransom will tie his drive to the right, gets above the cage, dumps it into the middle where number 39, Jordan Lasher, is unable to corral that pass. And the Ducks again have the ball with Ben Smoot in the corner. Looks cross-field to Austin Ryan. Austin to Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer better get on his horse as Spencer Ward all over him. Errant pass. Duck turnover. Benton Sowers unable to come up with that fastball from Oppenheimer. Zwack with the ball. Crossfield to number 28. Looks like number 28 is going to bring the ball crossfield. Bain basket again. Off to Sam Clare. So far, Clare's been quiet tonight. Looking for him to get rolling as the game progresses. Here we have Spencer Ward once again driving from X off to Clare. We're going to set up number 9 for a dodge on the right side. Gets his hands free, puts the bounce shot towards the goal, unable to connect. That was Casey Foster. 3 goals on his young career, the sophomore midi. Simon Fraser once again with the ball up top. Clare to Lasher. Lasher drives to his right down the alley. Met by the Ducks, number 8. Trey Norris playing some good midi D. feed into the middle. Eric Ransom unable to get that left-handed shot on the cage, but Ward backs up the shot. O'Rourke defensing Ward, coming in from end line at X. Ward gets a step to his right, met by Trey Norris, turned back around. Ward redirects to the left side of the cage. The ball's going to come back up top to Claire. Does a nice job of blocking that short pass. Here comes Claire, the 2012 PNCLL Rookie of the Year, to his left, runs through the pick. Decides to get the ball back to Ransom at X. Ransom drops the ball. Austin Ryan able to come up with it, but sends the ball to midfield where number 9, Casey Foster, is waiting for the ball. Simon Fraser getting some fresh legs into the game with the yellow call, changing some personnel. Colton Down, the far side, working down the right sideline. Takes the ball behind the cage. Rolls back to his left hand. Feeds up top. Ransom wanted the shot, pulls it back out, number 45. Rolls back to his left. Defense well by Seaton. Ball for Ward. Ward had a chance to, look like he was going to sneak inside, get a shot at the goal, but a nice check there by O'Rourke, get that ball loose before he had a chance to put anything on Oppenheimer. Oregon doing a nice job on defense, keeping Simon Fraser's powerful offense in check. Going to be a trip call with possession on Simon Fraser. Looks like the Ducks will maintain possession. Be a loose ball. Looks like a loose ball push. So no one serving the penalty, just a change of possession. Ball to the Ducks. Well, as we say that, looks like referee Fred Zenson that was with possession, and he wants someone to serve that penalty in the box. So they don't have the offending player's number, so they're going to make the in-home serve this one. The Ducks back to the man-up opportunity with Taylor White bringing the ball up from top center. He'll direct the ball down to number 21, cross field to back to Taylor. Good save there by Darren Zwack. Fraser man down on this clear. Everyone's going to be covered, so they're going to have to hustle to get the ball over midfield. Nice swim dodge there. Wasn't aware of the man trailing behind him though. Left that stick hanging. Good hustle there by the Ducks. The ball's going to come in on the far side at midfield. Possession of Oregon. Bounce pass up front to Ryan O'Rourke, number 21. Evan Merritt with the ball. And look cross field to Taylor White. Taylor back to Merritt. Going to return the ball behind the cage for the Ducks, where Jake Marcy will take a run. Ball back up top to O'Rourke. Sets up the right-handed dodge. Met by Simon Fraser. Redirects back up to the top, where Taylor White will try his hand with a right-handed dodge. Hands free. Doubled on the slide. Wisely dumps it back to X. Able to get the feed back up top, where number 22 was waiting for that pass. Benton Sowers able to put that bounce shot in from up top on the nice feed from X. Gives the Ducks a 6-2 lead here in the second quarter with 3:16 left before the half. First goal for the Ducks in about 5 minutes gives them that 6-2 lead. Quick face. Norris chases after it, loses his stick, but Mark Seaton able to come up with that loose ball for the Ducks. Immediately into traffic where he's stripped of the ball. And on the loose ball call, looks like out of bounds. They're going to give that ball to Simon Fraser. Darren Zwack brings the ball up. midfield, tosses it to the sideline for his long stick. Back to the goalie. He's going to redirect it to the short stick midi, Sam Clare, on his back. Number 12 with the ball, able to get the ball to number 21 for Simon Fraser, off to number 9. Casey Foster take the ball down the right sideline. Back to Spencer Ward at X. Spencer had a step, falls down, and while doing so, able to draw the penalty. Quick shot by number 11. Looks like that was Dow with a quick shot off the feed from Ward.
Oh yeah, Sammy!
Matt Samet into the game for the Ducks on the man down. Simon Fraser's first man up opportunity of the evening.
30 seconds.
30-second penalty on the Ducks. Spencer Ward will be bringing the ball in from the far side in the back corner. Folks, don't forget to stay tuned at halftime for the LaxxTV and our latest Bulldodge episode.
20 seconds, 20 seconds.
Simon Fraser working the ball around on this man-up opportunity. Number 9, looked like he was going to wind up for the outside shot, dumps it off to Clare, unable to reel that pass in. Simon Fraser throws away a man-up opportunity. Here they are matched up. Everyone's got someone on the man-up. Man on the goalie, man on every defenseman. Oregon's going to want to work hard, run hard to get this ball over midfield. Matt Samet able to do so, but met hard by number 25 with a great check. Dislodges the ball, turns the ball right back over to Simon Fraser, and that's number 25 who made the check right back up and back into the offensive end where he does it all on his own. Number 25, 2012 PNCLL Freshman of the Year, Sam Clare. Great individual effort, both at midfield, playing defense, and then starting the offense for Simon Fraser, giving them their third goal of the evening here in the second quarter with 1:47 left in the game. Excuse me, first half. Tom Newton will be out to take this face for Simon Fraser against number 8, Trey Norris for the Ducks. A lot of traffic on our center field for that ball. The Ducks able to come free, pick up the loose ball cleanly, and hustle down the sideline at number 21, Ryan O'Rourke. Dishes off to Norris. Norris has Evan Merritt entering the field. Merritt's got some room to run, move to the goal if he wants it. He's going to take it and move back to his left. Unable to get free and get that shot off before Simon Fraser closes on him and causes the turnover. It's going to be Oregon's ball quickly off the end line, back up to Matt Johnson. He rips it from the top right, but Darren Zwack is there for the save. Marcus Kwan bringing the ball up. Good wheels from the midi. Working his way down the sideline. Gets the ball to Spencer Ward behind the cage. 1 minute left in the first half. Oregon holding a 6-3 lead. Simon Fraser going to try and close that gap with a minute left here. Number 17 with the ball. Chris Pond driving down the left side. Redirects the ball up top. Right-handed dodge. Fraser redirects the ball. Dow behind the cage to Ward. Ward at X. 38 seconds left. O'Rourke meets Ward behind the cage. Got angle. Rolls back inside, but met nicely on the slide from Oregon. Smood does a nice job on the slide. Unfortunately, Ward bent over at the moment of collision. He gives him the high hit. A little tough when you've got 6-foot-plus defenseman running into a 5'11" attackman who's bent over on the drive. Certainly not intentional by Smood, but going to give the Simon Fraser clan another man-up opportunity here with 26 seconds left in the first half. Simon Fraser will be wise to probably a minute penalty, maybe get a good couple looks in the last 26 seconds here, and then maybe back off and hold for possession to start the second half of the man-up opportunity if they are unable to connect in this last 26 seconds. Ref's taking a quick stick check measurement. Did not see if this was something the Oregon coaches had requested. It's an odd time for a random stick check from the referees. Looks like it may have been called by Oregon because specifically asked for Dow's stick on that one.
Non-releasable.
There's a non-releasable penalty for Smoot on that last hit. So if Simon Fraser is able to connect on this last 26 seconds, they will maintain the man-up possession for the full minute.
Here we go, boys.
26.6 left in the half. Simon Fraser man up. Sam Clare with the ball to number 2, Andrew Branty. So he's gonna wind up from the top. Clare with the shot from up top. Looks like that was blocked on the way to the goal. It goes wide to Oppenheimer's left. 13 seconds left, 12.9 left. Simon Fraser has to have possession in order to maintain possession at the bullet whistle. Quick bounce shot, 4.9 seconds left. Simon Fraser is going to want to hold this one for possession at the end of the half.
3, 2, 1.
That's the end of the first half here in Eugene, Oregon, as the University of Oregon Ducks lead the Simon Fraser clan by a score of 6-3 here on LaxxTV. We will take a break now, and remember, stay tuned. We've got a Bull Dodge episode coming up during the break. Oh, sorry, guy.
Harris makes 2-3 moves, scores! Here come the Ducks. San Jose finds the back of the net. Bryant inside to Yealy. This is going to be a goal for Yealy. Bojano into the middle to cross. Bounce. Score! Sean Beer sends it up top. Left-handed shot by Vasilevsky.
And welcome back to halftime here in Eugene, everyone, where the score is 6-3, the University of Oregon leading Simon Fraser. And as we mentioned, coming up, we will have a new episode of LaxxTV's Bull Dodge. So far, pretty much what we expected from this game. High-powered offenses trying to get the ball on cage, but we've seen quite a bit of sloppiness here in the early season. Simon Fraser has come into the game with a 3-0 record, having beaten Washington and Western Washington before squeaking past Oregon State last week by a score of 11-8. Oregon began the season last week right here on LaxxTV with an 18-6 win over Western Oregon. Both teams, Simon Fraser on a road trip right now. After tonight's game, they will be heading down to California where they'll take on the number 25 ranked team from Chico. And the Oregon Ducks will pack up this weekend and head down to Los Angeles themselves, where on Saturday they will take on the number 4 ranked team from Chapman. And then on Sunday down at UCLA, they will they will play number 11 ranked Stanford. Those of you unfamiliar with MCLA lacrosse might be interested to know that these players all play lacrosse strictly for the love of the game. These are not scholarship athletes. They are not funded by the universities. All these players pay out of their own pocket to be able to play for these clubs, pay for their own uniforms, their own equipment, their own travel. Cost can be upwards of $3,500, $3,200 per student for the season. So quite a lot of players absolutely playing for the love of their sport. Of course, the MCLA conference made up of 10 conferences regionally, nationwide, total of 275 teams. Simon Fraser, however, the only Canadian team involved in collegiate lacrosse playing in an American league. And actually, they are the only collegiate field lacrosse program in the British Columbia area. You can find MCLA lacrosse being played in every corner of the country. Teams you're familiar with, schools you're familiar with, Florida State, Clemson, Boston College, teams all over the country. If they don't have a varsity D1 program, there's probably a very good chance that you'll see them playing MCLA lacrosse. And hopefully down the road we'll see more things happen like we did with the University of Michigan, making that jump from MCLA to varsity. It's only going to take a couple of teams to break that dam open. And we're hoping here on the West Coast that the Pac-12 will be a leader in that future movement of lacrosse becoming a more mainstream varsity sport. Recapping some of the action so far tonight. Again, the Ducks' 6 goals, 4 of them coming from number 20, Matt Johnson, off to a great start with his young season. Simon Fraser, Colton Dow ringing up a goal, as did Sam Clare, and number 2. Andrew Branting started the scoring out for Simon Fraser. Okay, folks, we are having some technical difficulties getting our Bull Dodge episode up to speed, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right here on LaxxTV. You are watching the MCLA lacrosse action on LaxxTV, where we are changing the way you follow lacrosse. Tonight's game brought to you by the folks at BigFoot Lacrosse, serving Oregon and the Northwest lacrosse community since 2001. BigFoot Lacrosse, players wanted. My name is John Stevens, happy to be bringing you the action tonight in MCLA's Division I PNCLL matchup between the University of Oregon Ducks and Simon Fraser. Just underway here in the second half, with Oregon holding a 6-3 advantage on Simon Fraser, but Simon Fraser starting this half with a man-up opportunity. Real nice look at that shot, left-handed from Sam Clare, just missed that top right corner. There were about 30 seconds left in that penalty at the start of the half, and is now released. The Ducks are even, but just as they're becoming even, number 2, Andrew Brantig takes a nice rip right-handed from up top. Misses the cage, but backed up by Colton Dow for Simon Fraser. Dow brings the ball at X as we get back underway here in the second half. Dow off to Eric Ransom, carries the ball behind the cage. Excuse me, he was going down GLE, even with the pipe, tries to stuff one in, and is checked hard by number 40, Matt Samet from the Oregon Ducks, and that will put Simon Fraser right back up on the man-up opportunity. Simon. Okay, so while we're setting up the man-up opportunity here for Simon Fraser, let's take a listen to the head coach, Brent Hoskins, who we had a chance to catch up with before the game.
We're shaping up really well. We've got, we're fortunate we've been able to get a couple games under our belt early in the season, so this will be game number 3 for us in the regular season, and we had a couple scrimmages pre-season, so been able to get our feet wet a little bit, and especially with still a relatively young team, that's been really key to our development heading into the regular season. Students-wise, I think we did have some turnover, dating back to 2 or 3 seasons ago, but we really increased focus in our recruiting, and we're really recruiting the best student athletes that we can. So where we've seen, I think, the biggest increase and why we're a little bit younger this year is because of the freshman classes we've brought in the last 2 years. So that's it's made us a little bit younger, but with bringing in a better better quality and top student athletes, I think it's also made us stronger as well. Yeah, I think it probably applies on either side of the ball, but I think the team that can execute most consistently over 4 quarters is going to come away with tonight's win. It probably sounds a little bit cliche, but I think anytime you get 2 of the top teams in the MCLA together, it really does come down to consistency and execution.
All right, folks, we're back, and during that segment, quite a lot of action going on here on the field. Simon Fraser able to take advantage of that last offensive possession, and Colton Dow, beautiful goal for his second of the evening, bringing the score up to 6-4 for Oregon. And also during that last goal, Oregon drew yet another penalty, so they are once again man down, giving Simon Fraser yet another extra man opportunity to rip on the cage as Sam Clare's shot is deflected and shot wide. Simon Fraser maintaining possession at X, where Ward directs up the ball to number 2, Brantwig. Cho, skip pass, tries to get it through all the way to the GLE spot to Ward. That pass was tipped on its way through. The Ducks will come up with possession on that one. 12:49 left in this third quarter. Things tightening up here with Simon Fraser closing to within 4 to 6. Dow running down the clear, but unable to get there before Dylan Moncrief crosses midfield. Able to get the ball to Jake Marcy. Excuse me, that's number 22, not 27. That's Benton Sowers behind the cage. Gets the ball up to the right side to Evan Merritt, who will get things up to Taylor White. Back to Merritt on the right side, who finds a duck cutting from X. Cross crease feed, very nice. Quick action here and a flag down after the goal. Looks like a late hit. A real nice cross crease pass from the Ducks. I believe that was number 8, Trey Norris on the far side. Able to get that feed in. Excuse me, that was number 9, Kevin Perceviat with the goal. And after the goal, there was a late hit on Simon Fraser, which will put the Ducks in a man-up opportunity. Okay, let's take another look at that goal from the Ducks. You see Taylor White starting with the ball up top. Directs the ball. Merritt makes the quick pass, cross crease, finds Perseviet, dodges past the slide, gets his hands free, in close, puts the ball away. That was more of a incidental bump than a hit after the penalty, but that's not the way the ref saw it with the quick action, so we're going to forego the face-off here, and Ducks will maintain possession to start right off the bat. So with 12:09 left in the third quarter, the Ducks have once again built up a 3-goal lead against Simon Fraser. And that looks like that'll be number 5, Taylor White, starting things off up top. The referee's just explaining the penalty situation, that we had a goal and a dead ball foul. Oregon with possession, Evan Merritt up top. Simon Fraser has 6 people on the field, so they called a penalty, yet Simon Fraser is playing even. So at this moment, the Oregon coaches are trying to get the referee's attention and call out that they have 6 players on the field. So it looks like that's going to go unnoticed. Evan Merritt with the ball to the top left. Nice feed to the inside, number 22 with the shot. Benton Sowers unable to put that shot on cage, but backed up nicely by the Ducks, where Jake Marcy will bring the ball in past the pick, number 20, Matt Johnson, who turns and gets the ball from Marcy. Drives to his left. Still behind. Oh, does a nice job of losing number 10 at the GLE, rolls inside, unable to put that ball away. Simon Fraser comes up with a loose ball. Well, we've got Tom Newton with the ball moving over midfield. Met by Sowers. Redirects to his defense. Off to Darren Zwack. Zwack looks to the far side where number 21 will move the ball up. Travis Hayes for Simon Fraser. Hayes with some nice wheels, getting the ball into the offensive end quickly. He pulls it back. Decides to set things up. Ball behind the cage. Number 31 into the game for the first time. That's Lyndon ball up top, number 45. Sorry, that was number 31, Lyndon Nutila. Number 45 with the ball, Alex Bull, the drive to his right, gets the ball behind at X. Looks up top with a left-handed shot. Big save by Oppenheimer, holding his pipe on the right side. The Ducks quickly back up to midfield on the transition. Great hustle by number 24 there from Simon Fraser. Brendan Farrell with some wheels to catch up to that fast break. Ducks with possession. Taylor White coming in all alone up top right. All the players calling out numbers, getting matched up. The Ducks slow it down, maintain possession. Evan Merritt with the ball up top. 9:46 left in the third quarter. Merritt drives to his right, met by Bull. Redodges to his right. Travels the ball behind the cage at X. Met hard on the slide with number 28. Loses the ball in traffic. Number 2 comes up with that ball, Branting. Going to start the Simon Fraser clear. Simon Fraser moving the ball up the far sideline. Met by Jake Marcy trying to make Marcy's offsides on that. The flag is down. Simon Fraser with an opportunity to get a shot on goal. Marcy offsides, might as well come. You're already on the call for offsides, you might as well come over, double team the ball and do just that, get the turnover. So the Ducks will go on the 32nd man down technical on the offsides call with 8:55 left in the third quarter. Oregon holding a 3-goal lead at 7-4. Marcy's first penalty of the evening. Looks like Simon Fraser will start the ball to the top left of the goalie, the right close sideline here. Number 25, Sam Clare. Sends the ball back to X with Spencer Ward, who sends the ball up top to Ransom, to Dow. Branting. Back to X with Ward. Quick movement with the ball by Simon Fraser. Trying to get that Oregon defense out of position and attack the weak side. They get the ball up top for the shot from Brantig. Laser shot just inside the pipe on the right side of Oppenheimer. Gets the man-up opportunity for Simon Fraser to close within 2 goals, making the score 7-5 here with 8:31 left in the third quarter. Nice outside shot from Branting. Real strong ball movement, quick ball movement, crisp ball movement from Simon Fraser, which was exactly what we didn't see in that first half, with both teams being very sloppy and throwing the ball away. Here's a look at that replay. Real quick ball up top. Just spin it around one more time. The ball comes back around up top to number 2, where he winds up and rips the net. And back to the live action here. Oregon had an opportunity. The ball down on their offensive end, unable to capitalize, turns it back over to Simon Fraser. The ball's moving up the far sideline with number 9, Casey Foster. Back to his goalie, Darren Zwag. Mark Hilker with the ball. Off here to the close sideline where number 21 is met by Marcy. Marcy unable to keep his hands low, got a little bit of the helmet, flag comes down immediately. So once again, Simon Fraser waiting for a man-up opportunity with a free offensive possession here. Dishes the ball into the crease to number 9, unable to get the pass. Ball is loose, ball is down. Until Oregon comes up with it, it's Simon Fraser's ball. Simon, oh, nice pass, cross crease to Dow, cutting hard for the goal. Unable to reel that pass in, however, with the stoppage of play. Whistle blows, the penalty is enacted, so number 27, Jake Marcy, will be serving his second penalty in the last 2 minutes. This one they give him a hold, 30 seconds, at 7:28 left in the third quarter. Folks, apologize we were unable to get our Bull Dodge episode into you for halftime, but you can log on to our Facebook page and that will be up tonight. Back to the man-up opportunity here. Brantig with the ball off to Clare. Cross crease pass to number 45. Bull makes a nice dodge. Slips back inside the defense, able to put a shot on Oppenheimer, who does a nice job blocking it. And in the scrum for the loose ball behind the cage, it's going to go to Simon Fraser with Dow bringing the ball in at X. 7:03 left in the quarter. Be a few seconds left on this man-up opportunity for Simon Fraser. Not gotten a shot on goal during this opportunity yet. Branting with the ball, off to Clare. Penalty is released. And the Ducks are even. Just as they get even, Clare drives hard, met by the slide by Ryan, and loses the ball. O'Rourke up with it, makes the tricky bounce pass, tries to get that to his goalie on the bounce, unable to connect, so we're going to stay here with Simon Fraser. Dow quickly in off the end line. Number 21 entering the field, Travis Hayes, uncovered at this moment. It's a ball to Bull. Alex down the left side, left-handed. Back up top to Hayes. Seen Hayes' wheels. Let's see if he tries to take advantage of that. Breaks to his right. Good defense by Perceive-It, but even so, Hayes was able to get his hands free and get that shot off, but in doing so, broke his stick on the shot. Quickly has to come off field with the broken stick. But Simon Fraser able to get somebody quickly onto the field through the substitution box so they aren't affected and be a man down. 6:23 left in the third. Oregon nursing a 2-goal lead at this point, 7-5. Casey Foster with the ball. Off to number 45, Alex Bull, who will drive to his left. Redirects, spins to his right, right-handed, back up top. Back to number 25, Sam Clare cannot haul that pass in from number 9, Casey Foster. Ball goes back to Oregon on the turnover with 6:03 left in the third quarter. Matt Samet with the ball. Dishes it off to center field, where his goalie Oppenheimer looks to midfield, where Austin Ryan was waiting. Austin looks to midfield, had Matt Johnson, but decides to go to Taylor White. White fakes the pass, eventually dumps it off to number 9, Kevin Perceviat. 21 is wide open, headed for the goal, now picked up by Alex Bull. Oregon coaches extolling the players to move their feet, get open, move without the ball. Good defense there by Simon Fraser on Matt Johnson. Number 28, Bain Basket. Taylor White with the drive. To his right, nice defense, stripped by number 3, Riley Wanzer. Quick odd man situation here on the loose ball, where White gets free with his hands up. Hands free, good shot, rips it high over the crossbar. Possession will stay here with Oregon. Jake Marcy with the ball coming in at X. 5 minutes left in our third quarter. Marcy gets the ball up top to Perceviat. Perceviat checks the box. Quick instruction from the coach, gets it down back to Marcy. Perceviat heads out for some fresh legs. Smooth steps on as Merritt comes over midfield. Merritt with the left-handed drive, gets his hands free, dumps it off to White. White looks inside, unable to connect. Ducks unable to maintain possession on that. Looks like interference call, possibly. Nope, that is overridden on the call. The referee's discussing what each of them saw. We'll see which one of them wins this argument. It looks like it will go Simon Fraser's way. Casey Foster bringing the ball up from deep in Simon Fraser's end. Looks to Mark Hilker. Hilker crossfield to Alex Bull, who steps over midfield. Alex looks to break to his left hand. He's free, he's got some room. Decides to back off as he's met by number 21, Ryan O'Rourke. Another turnover. See the Ducks ball coming in off the end line. On the ball on the far sideline. Ryan O'Rourke trying to get past 2 Simon Fraser defensemen. Tries to get past Eric Ransom, able to get to midfield, gets past the attack and moves the ball into the offensive end for Oregon. O'Rourke still going to the cage. Hands decides to pass it off, thought he might take a shot there. Jackson Burke with the ball on the far side of the field. Gonna come up top to Taylor White. Once again, Merritt steps over midfield to get the pass. He's got some wheels, got some speed. Puts a nice bounce shot on goalie Darren Zwack, but what a nice save on a close-in bounce shot. Give Simon Fraser back the ball. Jordan Stroop in the game for his first run of the action, another freshman midfielder. Simon Fraser, a lot of young players on their team. Lots of freshmen. And Coach Brent Hoskins wisely calling the timeout as the double team was coming in order to save that possession for Simon Fraser. That timeout coming at 3:11 in the third quarter. Oregon leading Simon Fraser by a score of 7-5. And we are going to take a break along with the teams here. You are watching the MCLA on LaxxTV.
Hi, I'm Andy Jolly.
Dave Wakefield.
Clarkson with Davenport University Panthers, and you're watching LaxxTV.
Harris makes 2-3 moves, scores! Here come the Ducks. San Jose finds the back of the net. Bryant inside to Yealy. This is going to be a goal for Yealy. Bojano into the middle to cross. Bounce. Score! Sean Beer sends it up top. Left-handed shot by Vasilevsky.
And welcome back to Eugene, folks, here on LaxxTV, where the University of Oregon Ducks are leading Simon Fraser by a score of 7-5. Folks, tonight you want to make sure you take advantage of a giveaway that LaxxTV is presenting. Thanks to the folks at BigFoot Lacrosse, we are going to be giving away a Nike Volt Lakota head, unstrung. In order to be in the drawing for that raffle, you need to log on to Facebook and find the LaxxTV homepage and simply like LaxxTV. All the names that are entered during this broadcast will be in the running for that free head. So back to the action. Kevin Perceviat with some good hustle, getting the ball over midfield. He's going to keep going to the goal, draws the double team, tries to dump the ball back behind to Jake Marcy, who's able to come up with it. Sends it across crease from behind the cage to Matt Johnson, who's going to settle things down. Try to get a good offensive possession here for the Ducks. 2:35 left in the third quarter. Simon Fraser with one timeout remaining in the game. The Ducks have yet to use a timeout tonight, and they've got 2 remaining this half. Matt Salmon up top. Ball redirected up top to Kevin Perceviat, who tried the left-handed dodge, beat his man, but the slide came nicely. Unable to connect and communicate with Matt Johnson on that feed across crease. Ball was tipped, however, and is going to stay here in possession of the Ducks, where Johnson drives, looks up top, gets the ball to Marcy. Back to Merritt. Merritt sets up the right-handed dodge. And the rip just misses the cage with the right-handed bounce shot. We saw this a couple times last week against Western on this play. Coming up later in the game, see if they run that play and possibly run the pick and roll with Samet possibly rolling off for the pass. Perceviat with the drive, fakes the left, goes back to his right. And there's the two-man game we were just talking about to the right side. They run it to the left side, trying to get the ball to Merritt, who's unable to corral the pass, and the ball goes out of bounds on the scrum. We're back to Simon Fraser. Both teams subbing out now. Darren Zwack with the ball, moving it up on the clear across field to Casey Foster. Foster across midfield. Gets the ball in the offensive zone for Simon Fraser. Ball's at X to Colton Dow. Alex Bull can take the ball up top. Number 24 steps across midfield, Brendan Farrell. We know Brendan's got some wheels. He breaks to his left, gets his hands free and takes the nice shot wide of the cage where it's backed up by Dow. 48 seconds left in this third quarter. See if Simon Fraser can get another couple looks at the goal before the end of this stanza. Simon Fraser with the ball behind, runs past the pick. Ball's up top to number 2. Branting. Farrell with the drive, another left-handed shot. This one he's able to get inside the far pipe on the off-stick side of Oppenheimer to close this game within 1 goal with 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Nice lefty rip from the junior midfielder for Simon Fraser. Knotting this game, we're getting this game within 1 goal. You can see that on the replay. On the run, left-handed, just inside the far pipe. Now it looks like Claire and Norris out for the face-off. Norris slips while trying to redirect that loose ball, but Seaton able to come up with it to O'Rourke. Stoppage of play. Not sure what the referee stopped play for. Looks like the referee noticed that the clock did not start. He wants 5 seconds taken off the clock. So the game clock is saying 22 seconds left. We're going to go with that rather than our graphic, since the game clock is the one we'll be watching. So we're underway again. The last few seconds of the quarter. Number 21, O'Rourke drives, dishes off to White. White through traffic, unable to get his hands free for a shot. Cross field. Sowers able to reel that in. He's got a chance to get to the cage and put a shot on, but that shot goes wide just as the buzzer ends. Here, ending play in the third quarter. We've got a great one going on in MCLA action with Oregon leading Simon Fraser by a score of 7-6 here from the University of Oregon. And we're going to take a break here on LaxxTV.
Look me in the eye. It's okay if you're scared. So am I. But we're scared for different reasons. I'm scared of what I won't become. And you're scared of what I could become. Look at me. I won't let myself end where I started. I won't let myself finish where I began. I know what is within me, even if you can't see it yet. Look me in the eyes. I have something more important than courage. I have patience. I will become what I know I am.
And welcome back once again to Eugene, Oregon, everyone, where you're watching the MCLA on LaxxTV, where we're changing the way you follow lacrosse. Tonight's game action brought to you by the folks at BigFoot Lacrosse. BigFoot Lacrosse has been serving the Oregon and Northwest lacrosse community since 2001. BigFoot Lacrosse, players wanted. So just about what we thought we'd see tonight from two PNCLL powers, albeit a little bit lower scoring of game than I thought. Great back and forth battle with a 1-goal game as we start the fourth quarter. And Trey Norris getting everything he can handle at midfield from number 3. Riley Wanzer doing a great job of stripping the ball. Or Sam Clare comes up with it. Eric Ransom off to Hayes with a rip. Yeah, nice bounce shot save from Oppenheimer to hold that 1-goal edge for the Ducks. Ducks up with the loose ball. Perceviet on the run with 3 or 4 Simon Fraser players in tow. A lot of traffic at midfield, and during that, flag was down. Like a penalty on Simon Fraser. So we'll give the Ducks their first man-up opportunity in some time. Simon Fraser coming out, starting that fourth quarter with a lot of energy. See if that keeps up. So we've got an illegal body check on number 11, Colton Dow. So Taylor White will start the ball up for the Ducks up top. And we're underway. 1-minute opportunity for the Ducks on the man up. O'Rourke to Johnson, back to O'Rourke up top. Aggressive defense there by Riley on the man down situation. Not satisfied sitting in the zone, comes out, pushes the issue. Look out on your back there, Ryan. Met by number 8, Spencer Ward, with no call. Back to Taylor White, sets the man up opportunity again for Oregon. Sends the ball to his left where Evan Merritt returns it to the center with Taylor White. Looks to O'Rourke on his right. Johnson with the ball. Ball behind the cage where the Ducks cannot handle the pass. Ball skips past Marcy. So the Ducks will go on the full field ride. Now they're going to lay off as Simon Fraser moves the ball upfield with Tom Newton on the far side. Marcy sets it up to use the sideline, but Newton able to get past him. Newton's got a few more seconds to kill in this opportunity, so he's double teamed on the sideline with the Ducks, where they are able to strip the ball and cause the turnover. Nice job over there by Mark Seaton, and it looked like Evan Merritt on the defense coming up with the ball. Penalty has expired, so the Ducks are back in their offensive zone, but we are back to even strength, 6-on-6. Burke fakes the pass to White. White's going to clear through on the cut as Burke sends the ball to Johnson behind the cage, who gets it to Marcy. Ball's redirected back up to the top of the box with Merritt. Merritt going to dish to Burke. Looks like he's setting up his dodge. Unable to get past the defensive number 48, Jordan Stroop. So he sends the ball back to the X, who quickly gets the ball up to the feed, where Merritt is stoned on the hard shot by Darren Zwack. Zwack making a real nice save on that shot that was headed for the top corner. Mark Hilker with the ball. Time running out on Simon Fraser's clear. He's going to have to move the ball up across midfield in a hurry. He's able to do so. You can definitely tell that action has picked up. Things have amped up another level here at the start of the fourth quarter on both sidelines. A lot more vocal, a lot more excited. Some of the hits are becoming bigger. I expect that to continue as the time shrinks in this fourth quarter. Sam Clare with the ball. Fake flip. Clare still has the ball as number 9 runs away with the cradle, trying to draw the attention of Oppenheimer and the Ducks to no avail. Clare gets the ball to Eric Ransom at X. Ransom drives to his left, gets angled, turns and shoots, but Oppenheimer holds the pipe, makes a nice save. Quickly gets the ball up to Smood. Clare interfering with Seaton on the substitution, could have gotten a penalty, and he's hearing it from his coach on the sideline. Colton able to break that loose ball up and return the ball to the offensive zone for a possession for Simon Fraser. Colton taking the ball behind. Redirects, dodges to his left. Left-handed, looking for the shot. Had an open player in Hayes on the top right, but decided to take the shot himself. Another new rule this year, they do not allow 5 seconds for the goalie to get back to the cage. If the goalie strays too far and he can't get back into the crease before they blow the whistle, that's just too bad. Oppenheimer that time, though, able to get back into the cage. Nice rip there from number 9, Casey Foster, just wide of the cage. 11:26 left with a 1-goal lead here. Oregon holding on over Simon Fraser. Dow takes a shot to the head. Don't see a flag come down. Oppenheimer, nice stop. Ball's loose, doesn't have an eye on it. O'Rourke up with the ball. Ryan redirects to his goalie. Merritt with the ball. Got a long way to go. Gonna try and get up the sideline past number 3, Lily Wanzer. Not sure what the call. Spearing. Okay, good defense by Wanzer, holding his ground. An aggressive move by the Ducks. And Evan Merritt gets the penalty on the Ducks. Got some some friendly communication going on between teams across the substitution box here. As I mentioned, I wouldn't go so far as to say these two teams don't like each other, but they certainly don't like losing to each other. But so far, a good, clean, aggressive game. The referee blows the whistle once the ball up top at midfield to start the action. 10:59 left in the fourth quarter. And when referee Zenson says it right here, he wants it right here. So we're underway. Branting with the ball, off to Clare. Clare behind the cage to Ward. Ward to Bull. Back up top to Ransom. And back to the quick movement. Crisp passing by Simon Fraser. Clare winds up. Sends a shot wide. Backed up. Brought in again from the goal line. Excuse me, the end line is Spencer Ward. Back up top to Ransom. Ransom's been quiet tonight. He's one of their big scorers. See if he can get hot. Put in a goal before the end of this game. Simon Fraser doesn't agree, but they're giving the ball in that shot to the Ducks. Saigon. Oppenheimer will be bringing the ball in on the far side, in the far corner, where he's going to be met by Spencer Ward. He's got his eye on Ryan Austin on the far side. Pass too high, a little bit too lazy. The ball goes right back to Simon Fraser. The Ducks giving Simon Fraser a huge opportunity with only a 1-goal lead to tie this thing up. 10-14 left in the fourth quarter. Alex Bohl going to look like he might try to wind that up from the outside, but passes it up top. Huge skip pass all the way down to the crease where Spencer Ward hauls that in and gets a nice shot on goal, but Oppenheimer is there, moving from his left to his right to shut that shot down. Great save by the goalie. He looks at the sub box, up cross-field pass, hits number 5, Taylor White, with that long pass. Taylor's met hard by Simon Fraser, able to come out of all that traffic with the ball and get it to Matt Samet, who's somehow able to get the ball himself and get that shot off. We've got laundry all over the field right now. Got at least 2 penalties on Simon Fraser coming up. We'll let the referees converse, get the story straight. About to be told what the situation is. 2 penalties, 1 player. It's going to be Andrew Branting, the freshman midi, with 2 penalties on that play. One of them was a hold. Apologize, I didn't see what the second call was. But the Ducks now with 9:35 in a critical moment of the game, nursing a 1-goal lead, trying to put that little bit of a breather on the board here with this man-up opportunity. Ryan O'Rourke's going to start things off. Top left of the box. Sowers gets the ball back to Marcy. Marcy with the pass deflected by number 10, Mark Hilker. We've got a fight for the loose ball, but the Ducks able to come up with it. Merritt on the far sideline, ridden hard by Riley Wanzer. Wanzer playing a very aggressive defense for a man-down zone. Here's the rip from White. Nice block again by Darren Zwag. Zwag having a great second half. Gets the ball quickly up to number 3, Wanzer, who fakes the dish to his goalie, but decides to go back to number 10. Back to Wanzer. So going to go cross field where number 9, Casey Foster, was back waiting for that pass. He's going to use his wheels, get that ball. Tries to get that ball all the way down to the corner, but he's met by Mark Seaton, who is able to shove him out of bounds and dislodge the ball. Seaton now with the ball going the other way, able to get through traffic. Now Simon Fraser on his back. He's in trouble. He gets the ball dished off to number 27, Jake Marcy, to slow things down. 8:30 left in this back and forth action here in Eugene. Quick look up top, Matt Samet didn't get a chance to get that shot off. Excuse me, that was Johnson who faked the flip behind the cage. Faked that he was still in possession coming around the cage. We're back up top to Burke. Jackson's going to set up the drive. Splits to his right. Good slide by number 2, Simon Fraser, to pick that up. But on the slide, Burke's able to dish the ball down to number 22, Benton Sowers, who's able to put a ball just inside the pipe and the left leg, it looked like, of Darren Zwack on that last goal to put the Ducks up and give them another 2-goal cushion here with 7:57 left in the fourth quarter. The Ducks are leading by a score of 8-6. Another look at that goal. Here you can see Burke splits to his right. Sowers does a real nice job slipping out in some open area. Mark Hilker turned his back thinking Sowers went the other direction, gave him an opportunity. Actually, it looked like Benton Sowers, it's like that ball tipped Burke's defensive stick on the check and redirected it past Zwack. But again, gives the Ducks that 2-goal cushion with 7:37 left, and once again they've got possession with Presiviat up top. Defensed by Clare. John Bailey matched up against Taylor White. Bailey stops White. White redirects it up to Merritt. Evan Merritt up top. Merritt's going to take a run at Travis Hayes. Hayes gives him his right hand. His hands are free. That real, and again, nice save. That was not the player he wanted to let running free to his right hand in close to the cage, but Merritt puts the bounce shot on and Zwack's there to redirect it. Simon Fraser with the clear. Hayes bringing the ball up the near sideline. He's got 2 Ducks to get past, a lot of traffic, met by O'Rourke. O'Rourke dislodges the ball. Branting picks it up, in close, got the shot off, just left wide of the cage. Colton Dow going to bring the ball in from goal line. Alex Ball with the ball up top. Sends the ball across to Brandon Farrell. Brandon with the run. Left-handed, sends the ball back behind the cage. Spencer Ward, real quick from left to right behind the cage, redirects it back to Ransom, who drives ahead of GLE, can't turn the corner on smooth, redirects it back to his left hand, gets the cross crease pass to Spencer Ward, waiting there for the nice bounce shot to make the score 7-8 with 6:12 left in the game. Simon Fraser doing a real nice job moving that ball across the crease. Tough for the goalie to move from his right to his left, locate the ball, make the save all in that one motion. Spencer Ward doing a nice job of making the catch and sending that ball into the back of the cage before Oppenheimer can find it on the righty bounce shot. So 6:12 left, fourth quarter, 1-goal game. Score of 8-7, Ducks over the Clan. Claire and Norris back out for the face. Norris pushes it forward, where Sowers is after it. Going to try and track it down before it hits the sideline. He's able to do so. 6 minutes left in the contest. Alec. Ducks move the ball back up top to Evan Merritt, who wants to set up Jackson Burke. Burke back to Merritt. Merritt back, met by the LSM. Good defense by Mark Hilker there to knock that pass down, where Bailey's after the loose ball, unable to bring it in. Good hustle, but the ball's going to stay here with Oregon. Bailey hustles back. Good strip there by the Simon Fraser defense. Hustle by Oregon, able to knock that ball loose again. Simon Fraser unable to track the ball down, still fighting for it behind the cage. Now they're able to bring it in. Jordan Lasher with the ball, hustling up the far sideline. Coming up on 5 minutes left in the game. Remember, Simon Fraser has used one of their timeouts already in this half. Only one remaining. We'll see if that becomes a critical point as we get to under 5 minutes here in the game. And Simon Fraser down by a goal. Coaches want one more pass across midfield. So Bull can take the run right-handed. Hesitates, pulls it back out after he's met by Seaton. Over to Branting. So he's going to set up a left-hand call. Breaks to his right on the fake of the left-handed dodge. Able to get a step past Burke. However, that shot is blocked by the Oregon defense before it reaches Oppenheimer. Colton with the feed up top, knocked down by Seaton. Oregon with the ball, a lot of traffic, getting close to the sideline. Seaton gonna just get past Simon Fraser. And a stoppage of play. Looks like Oregon called a timeout. Thought there might have been a penalty there. The referees look like they're talking to each other. A little bit of confusion here. First thought there was a timeout. The Oregon team left the sideline, started huddling up while the refs moved to midfield to start talking to each other. And during that, Simon Fraser picked up the ball and looked like they were about to head for the goal. So there's definitely some confusion on the field at this moment. It looks like it's going to be Simon Fraser's ball. Perhaps there was a ward call. I apologize, I did not see what happened in that event. But regardless, we've got Simon Fraser with the ball. And down by one. So here we're showing you real quick another game in the MCLA action tonight. You can see Texas State with a big win over Texas San Antonio. excuse me, that is a halftime score, where Texas State up big over Texas San Antonio. In our action, real nice shot by Sam Clare there. Nice low shot that Oppenheimer was able to get a stick down and make a solid save on to keep the score 8-7 Oregon. Running out of time here in the fourth quarter with 3:35 left. Nice play at midfield. Colton able to strip the ball from Smood, but there's Jackson Burke able to gather that loose ball. Over the head check for number 3, Riley Wanzer. Great play by the LSM. 2011-2012 second team PNCLL player, and you can see why. Here's Bull with a quick move to the cage. Ward with the quick redirect to Ransom on the crease, who's unable to beat Oppenheimer on the goal. And at this point, we've got Simon Fraser in the crease and all that traffic. The referees pointed the Ducks. Definitely going to be the Ducks ball out wide, with senior defenseman Ben Smood bringing the clear up on the far sideline. 3:04 left in the game. Action heating up here in the MCLA. Oh, late in the game, bad pass by Burke, but backed up by Taylor White. Jackson Burke back with the ball, heading to his left. The referee's counting things off. He's got to get that ball stepped into the offensive zone before time runs out. And there it is. Delay a game. Failure to advance. Drop the ball. We're going the other direction. Here comes Branting. Quickly moving across midfield. Gets the ball to Colton Dow. Simon Fraser with 2:23 left in the clock running, down by a goal. Let's see what they can do. Tie this game up. Spencer Ward with the ball. Looks up top to number 17. I believe that's the first time we've seen number 17 in the game. Freshman Chris Pond, freshman midi. Oh, what a shot by number 7. Got free. Tom Newton puts the shot on cage and beat Oppenheimer. Unfortunately hits the pipe. And off the pipe, the ball goes out of bounds on the far sideline, where Simon Fraser is able to maintain possession. So off his own shot, Tom Newton gets that rebound. Gets the ball to Ransom behind the cage, who's going to drive to the right. Gets GLE, he's got angle, he's going to reverse back. Gets to his left hand where the slide meets him. He's double teamed, gets the ball reversed to the other side where number 8, Spencer Ward, moved above GLE and got the shot off, but there was Oppenheimer once again. So with that late slash, the flag is down. Oregon headed to the goal with a free opportunity, and they capitalize. Quick ball movement. Look on the far side. Can't see who that was, but a quick bang-bang passing. Oregon able to put that ball in the back of the net. And it looks like the call was a slash on Simon Fraser. We'll have to check and see if that goal released that penalty, or if they're going to have to serve that after that goal. So with that goal, that makes it 8-7. Excuse me, make that 9-7 with 1:34 left in this game. And as the referee is explaining to us. Okay, goal counts. Colton Down, number 11, is going to serve 1 minute for the slash. So with 1 minute 33 seconds left, the Ducks have a good chance to run at least 2/3 of this game out with a man-up opportunity, if not put a third insurance goal on the board. But at the moment, it's 9-7 with 1:32 left in the game. Faceoff comes to Seaton. Gets the ball back to Norris, who's just able to get the ball off to number 21, O'Rourke. All kinds of traffic they're working their way through, but eventually the ball gets to Taylor White, number 5. Taylor's able to slow things down and get the ball to Benton Sowers. Right now, it looks like the Simon Fraser bench is calling out that they are missing a person. Nope, thought they were playing with 4 instead of the 5 that they're supposed to play with during the man down, but they were calling for something else. So the Ducks with the ball up top. Great defense there by Mark Hilker, keeping his stick in the passing lane, knocking that pass down, causing the Ducks to get flustered and throw that ball away. So they're giving Simon Fraser an opportunity with 50 seconds left in the game, holding a 2-goal lead, and they've got a man-up advantage at the moment, but they are without the ball. Simon Fraser on the run. Sam Clare moving the ball over midfield. runs hard into number 8, Trey Norris, knocking Norris down. Seaton comes in and cleans out Claire. Norris cleaned out by Casey Foster. Ball back in Eric Ransom's stick. Ransom finally on the board with the left-handed bounce shot with 28.8 seconds left to make this a one-goal game once again. So Simon Fraser will not go quietly into that good night, here to fight it out the whole way. So an all-important face-off coming up with 28 seconds left. You see on the replay there, as he's being dealt and knocked down, Ransom able to get that shot off, squeaks past Oppenheimer to make the goal, to make the score 9-8. So now, again, 28.8 seconds left. The penalty is released. We are even 10-on-10 with a one-goal lead. Just the way we'd like to see it. Stay tuned through the whole game for all the MCLA action. And folks, don't forget to log on to the LaxxTV Facebook page tonight and like LaxxTV on Facebook to enter yourself in the drawing for the free Volt Lakota head from Nike and BigFoot Lacrosse. So 20 seconds left. Simon Fraser uses that valuable last timeout. 19.3 seconds left, holding a one-goal lead here on LaxxTV. So instead of taking a break, we're going to talk about our upcoming schedule here. You can see Friday next week, we are going to be up in Seattle as Boise State travels to Seattle to take on the Huskies. Then on March 2nd, we will have Central Washington coming down to Portland to visit the Pilots. Arizona will be traveling to Seattle on the 3rd. Southern Oregon against Whitman on Saturday the 9th. And Sonoma comes to Oregon State for a game on March 10th. Those games are at 1 p.m. And again, folks, the Facebook contest tonight, folks at BigFoot Lacrosse have donated a Volt Lakota head from Nike. To get yourself into that raffle, you just need to go to Facebook, find the LaxxTV homepage, make sure you put yourself in and like that page. All of you who do so during this contest, your name will be entered in the drawing, and we will notify you through Facebook, and you will be the winner of a Nike Lakota head. So, 19.3 seconds left. Oregon with a one-goal lead. Simon Fraser with the ball. Do we see overtime in our future, or are the Ducks going to be able to hold this off and get away with the one-goal win? We are about to find out. Spencer Ward's going to start the ball on the far side of the field. Going to be D'd up by number 13, Shane O'Rourke. Ward quickly behind the cage, reverses to the other side of the field, looks up top to Bull. Bull defends nicely. Back to Branting. Branting's going to wind up with a shot wide right. Backed up by Simon Fraser, 7 seconds left. Simon Fraser's going to have to get the ball up to the front of the cage and get a quick shot off. They've got time to do so. Oregon's going to have to do all they can, maybe deny the pass, lock up on their players. Here's Ransom behind the cage. Simon Fraser calling out the time. Mark Seaton knocks the ball down on the cross crease, the feed attempt from X, and that is the game. As the Ducks rush the field in celebration, finding their goalie, Stephen Oppenheimer. So just about what we expected coming into this matchup of PNCLA powers. Again, not as high scoring as we might have expected, but again, tight game. And with a score of 9-8, we know both these teams that when they set their season goals, PNCLL championship is the goal, and they know that they have to go through each other to get it. So Ducks take the regular season win by a score of 9-8. You can promise that these teams will meet each other again in the playoffs. So next week we want you to tune in, check the schedule here on LaxxTV, but we will be up in Seattle for a 7 p.m. start as the Broncos from Boise State head in to take on the Huskies. And again, you can check LaxxTV for the upcoming schedules of that game and the games we have in March. And don't forget about the giveaway on Facebook. I'd like you to get to LaxxTV.com page on Facebook, like the page, and get yourself entered in that raffle for the Nike Lakota head. So folks, we'd like to thank you once again for tuning into this great matchup. You have been watching the MCLA on LaxxTV, where we are changing the way you follow the game. Tonight's action was brought to you by BigFoot Lacrosse. BigFoot Lacrosse has been serving the Oregon and Northwest lacrosse community since 2001. BigFoot Lacrosse, players wanted. Folks, we'd also like to thank Northwest Audiovisual. They are a proud sponsor of LaxxTV for the 2013 season. Northwest Audiovisual broadcasting events to the World Wide Web. Folks, I'd like to thank you very much. You were watching the MCLA on LaxxTV. We will see you next time.